Pancakes are fluffy, golden delights that have been a breakfast favorite for thousands of years, with even the ancient Romans enjoying a version drizzled with honey. They became popular in America as early settlers made hearty cakes from simple ingredients. Today, pancakes are produced on a massive scale, with factories churning out millions of these breakfast favorites daily. How do these delicious treats go from simple ingredients to that mouth-watering stack on your plate? Let's find out. The journey of a pancake starts way before it hits the griddle. It all begins with gathering the best ingredients in huge quantities. Tanker trucks roll into the factory, each carrying tens of thousands of pounds of flour. Once inside, the flour is stored in enormous silos, where it's kept dry and ready to go whenever needed. But having the ingredients isn't enough. Quality is everything. Before any ingredient makes it into the batter, it goes through some serious testing. Take the flour, for instance. It's checked for gluten content and moisture levels to make sure it will give the pancakes that perfect fluffy texture. Eggs, which often arrive already liquid for convenience, are pasteurized and kept in refrigerated tanks to stay fresh and safe. Sugar is checked to ensure it's pure, and milk is tested for the right balance of acidity. Only when all these ingredients pass these strict quality tests do they get the green light to be used. This attention to detail ensures that every pancake starts off with the best possible ingredients, laying the groundwork for deliciousness. Once the ingredients are approved, it's time to mix the batter. In a factory, this is no small task. We're talking about huge industrial mixers that can handle thousands of liters of batter at a time. The process starts with automated weighing systems that measure out exact amounts of each ingredient. These systems are super precise, making sure that every batch of batter has the same taste and texture. That consistency is key when you're making pancakes on such a large scale. The ingredients are then poured into massive mixers. Depending on the recipe and the factory setup, different types of mixers might be used. For instance, horizontal batch mixers have high-speed agitators that create a vortex, pulling everything into the center to ensure an even mix. This method makes sure every pancake has the same great taste. For thicker batters, paddle mixers are often used. These mixers gently fold and blend the batter, making sure it doesn't get overmixed. Overmixing can lead to tough pancakes, which is definitely not what we want. Light and fluffy is the goal here. After the batter is mixed, it doesn't go straight to the griddle. Instead, it's transferred to large holding tanks where it's allowed to rest. You might wonder, why rest the batter? This step is actually super important because it gives the ingredients time to fully combine and lets the leavening agents, like baking powder, start working their magic. These holding tanks are specially designed for this job. They have gentle agitators to keep the batter moving slowly, preventing it from separating or settling. The tanks are also temperature controlled, usually kept cool to stop the leavening agents from kicking in too soon. This careful control ensures that the batter stays just right until it's time to cook. Now comes the fun part, cooking the pancakes. In a factory, this is done on large continuous griddles, which are big, flat, heated surfaces that are part of a conveyor belt system. The griddle surface is made from a non-stick material like Teflon, which ensures that the pancakes cook evenly and don't stick. The batter is poured onto the griddle by automated depositors, which are machines calibrated to drop the exact amount needed for each pancake. This makes sure every pancake is the same size and thickness. As the pancakes move along the conveyor belt, they cook on one side before reaching an automated flipping mechanism. This machine gently flips each pancake to cook the other side, making sure both sides are evenly golden brown. The griddle is kept at a precise temperature, usually between 350 degrees Fahrenheit and 375 degrees Fahrenheit, to cook the pancakes just right. The speed of the conveyor belt is also carefully controlled to match the cooking time. Some griddles even have different heating zones to adjust the temperature, as the pancakes move along, ensuring each one is cooked to perfection. After the pancakes are cooked, they need to cool down before they can be packaged. This is where the cooling conveyor belts come in. These belts are designed with tiny holes that let air circulate around the pancakes, helping them cool evenly and quickly. Cooling is a crucial step because it prevents moisture from getting trapped inside the packaging, which could lead to soggy pancakes, and nobody wants that. To speed up the cooling process, large fans are placed along the conveyor belt, blowing cool air over the pancakes. In some factories, the cooling area is even temperature controlled using air conditioning systems, making sure the environment stays consistent. The pancakes spend just the right amount of time on the cooling conveyor to reach room temperature before moving on to the next step. Before pancakes are packaged, they go through a careful quality check to make sure only the best ones make it to the store. Modern factories use advanced technology like high-speed cameras and sensors to inspect each pancake as it moves along the conveyor belt. These systems are great at spotting any problems, like uneven cooking, discoloration, or odd shapes. If a pancake doesn't meet the factory's high standards, it's automatically taken off the line. Apart from these visual checks, the pancakes go through X-ray machines and metal detectors to make sure there are no foreign objects like metal fragments in the product. Automated scales and thickness gauges are also used to check that each pancake is the right weight and thickness. This thorough inspection process is vital to maintaining the high quality that people expect when they buy a package of factory-made pancakes. Once the pancakes pass all the quality checks, they're ready to be packaged. This is where automation really shines. Pancakes are automatically stacked into portions, usually 6 or 12 depending on the packaging. These stacks are then moved to machines that create the plastic packaging, place the pancakes inside, and seal the package. To keep the pancakes fresh, manufacturers use vacuum sealing. This process removes all the air from the package, which helps prevent spoilage and keeps the pancakes tasting great for longer. After sealing, the packages go through labeling machines that add the brand name, nutritional info, and expiration dates. Inkjet printers also add details like batch numbers and production dates directly onto the packaging. This information is important for tracking and tracing in case there's ever an issue. Most factory-made pancakes are frozen right after packaging to keep them fresh. This is done using powerful blast freezers that circulate very cold air, usually between -30 degrees Fahrenheit and -40 degrees Fahrenheit around the pancakes. This quick freezing process helps keep the pancakes' texture and flavor just right. In some factories, the pancakes move along conveyor belts through the blast freezer, keeping everything running smoothly. Once frozen, the pancakes are stored in large cold storage facilities, where the temperature is kept between -10 degrees Fahrenheit and -20 degrees Fahrenheit. These facilities use advanced systems to track where each batch is stored, ensuring the oldest products are shipped out first. This method, called first in, first out, helps reduce waste and keeps the pancakes fresh until they reach the stores. After the pancakes are frozen and packaged, they're ready to be shipped out. The packages are loaded onto pallets using automated systems that stack the boxes with precision. Once the pallets are loaded, they're wrapped in stretch film to keep everything secure during shipping. The pallets are then loaded onto refrigerated trucks that keep the pancakes frozen during transport. These trucks have temperature monitoring systems that keep track of the conditions inside. If the temperature starts to change, the system alerts the driver to make sure the pancakes stay at the right temperature. The pancakes are usually sent to central distribution warehouses where they're stored in cold conditions until they're ready to be shipped to stores. Sometimes they're delivered directly to grocery stores or food service providers, ensuring they reach customers as quickly as possible. Throughout the entire production process, quality control is a top priority. Samples are taken at various stages for taste tests, texture checks, and visual inspections. These tests ensure the final product meets the factory's high standards for quality and consistency. Shelf life testing is also done, where samples are stored under controlled conditions to see how long they stay fresh on store shelves. Also, samples are sent to the lab for microbiological testing to make sure they're free from harmful bacteria. Nutritional analysis is also done regularly to confirm that the product matches the information on the label. Next time you dig into a stack of pancakes,